Hi everyone, today I'd like to talk about Realim Artistry watercolor marker pens. I was able to purchase these at a discounted price for leaving my honest opinion and review and for review and testing purposes. So basically, this is a set of dual tip markers that have a watercolor effect. So it's a set of 24 and it comes in a very nice sturdy plastic case. I will tell you right now offhand that it does not include a paintbrush. So you will have to have one. So you open it, it's got a little plastic tab on the end, and as you can see, it folds out. It's a pretty sturdy plastic case. And again, it's a set of 24 markers. And as you can see, it offers a variety of colors from black to like a peach to yellows and greens to the usual blues and whatnot. So it's a dual, like I said, it's a dual tip marker. So it has a fine tip and like a wide rounded tip. It's a little different from other markers that I've tried. So that's what the fine tip writes like. And then the wide tip is sort of just like a regular bulleted round end marker pretty much. And this is what the wide end looks like. So it does give you fatter lines. And I actually drew two pictures which I liked. I thought they came out pretty good. The one thing that I had a problem with was like the light yellow and the light green seemed to be a little dry, but I think maybe that was due to shipping. But the colors weren't too bad. They were very vibrant and bright. And then I tried to do the watercolor effects a little bit on this one, and I actually used art paper. And it sort of came out, but it's a little hard to tell. And that page was too big for me to actually scan it with my scanner. This was just a piece of scrap paper because I was curious to try the watercolor effect. So as you can see there it was, I just kind of took a paintbrush that I had on hand and moistened the paper, and the after effect, you do see that it's kind of faded and slightly runny. I have a little more that I want to talk about in terms of this watercolor effect, so stay tuned. Hi everybody, I want to give you guys a little more information or my thoughts on these Realim Artistry watercolor pens. So to me, basically what they were was a dual tip marker that offer watercolor effects. So it works, but I think it depends on how you're going to use it. So as you saw previously in the video, I actually used it on a piece of scrap paper, which was just like general printer paper. And it did give you like that kind of blended or faded effect. And last night I did a test and I let it dry overnight on another piece of just general paper that I had lying around. And this is what it looks like. So you can see that it does kind of fade everything out, but it doesn't really blend well. Again, it may have been my experience because it's the first time I was using them and I just didn't take my time to blend it out. But it may just depend also on what type of paper you use and exactly what you're using the markers for. In terms of drawing and writing, they seem to be very clear, and I didn't have any real issues. The only issue, again, as I mentioned, was just having like the light yellows and light green to be kind of dry, but I just figured maybe they dried out slightly due to shipping. And since they are watercolor based or water-based markers, I'm assuming you can just lightly dab a little water on the tip and maybe it'll make a difference. Don't hold me to that, I'm just suggesting it. Other than that, they were worth my while. I was happy with them. The colors were nice. As you could see, the colors scanned well. Again, just the light yellows seem to be a little hard to transfer onto paper, but then again, it may have depended on what kind of paper you're using. Like if you're going to use it for an adult coloring book or just coloring in general, it may be different. Other than that, I have no other real complaints. They seem like they're a nice set, so please check them out and thanks for watching.